Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. It's the RXFL, and we're rolling on here with Week 17 as we're going to continue to pump out games that all have playoff meaning. Now, the last time we streamed with the RXFL with you guys, we saw the Tampa Bay Mutiny fall just short at the hands of the Chicago Wolverines. Now, we don't know how Madden's tiebreakers work. We assume that with the Mutiny losing and falling to 9-7, and that with the Atlanta Dirty Birds coming up, and we are going to stream the Dirty Birds game, that because they have a better divisional record, and we went over all those tiebreakers, we would assume the Dirty Birds would go to the postseason. We don't know. So since we kind of rank these teams, college rankings, we're going to make up a little story here. We're going to say that we have a committee, just like in college football. So depending on what happens in the Dirty Birds game, the committee is going to be the one to decide. Yes, they're going to be the ones to decide who goes to the postseason. We'll stream that one with you later on. We got important games still to go, but we got a big one on our hands. Now, this next game we're going to stream with you guys between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the St. Louis Rhinos is between two teams that have already qualified for the postseason. So they're in. There is no debate about it here. But where the debate comes in is this top seeding here, a first round bye and home field advantage for at least the first playoff game. Now, if you get to the championship game, the national championship, and you're playing Portland, it's in Portland. But if Portland stumbles, then you got home field advantage. So you take a look at the National North, which has been pretty dominant between Mexico City, St. Louis, and Chicago. Now, if Mexico City wins, that's it. They have qualified for a first-round bye in the postseason. They will host at least the divisional round playoff game at home and the potential to host the national championship game if Portland loses. However, if the St. Louis Rhinos get the victory, this is number 4 versus number 6. If the Rhinos get the victory, it is now a 3-way tie for first place. And then it will be up to the committee to decide. And we got a whole committee of legends. Roger Goodell's on the committee. Paul Tagliabue's on the committee. Vince McMahon, former football owner, he's on the committee. It's a whole committee's committee because we don't know how Madden's tiebreakers work. So we're just going to say, like college football, we do the rankings. We also have a committee that's going to sit down and give us the eye test. So they're going to decide out of the 3-way tie because nobody can catch up to them. Whether or not a win or a loss happens, if they all finish at 11-5, there's no way that Dallas or Atlanta or Columbus or Tampa or anyone catches them at all. So it's going to be up to the committee to decide who gets that bye and who has to be a wild card team. We got to decide between the Mutiny and the Dirty Birds, and also we're going to stream the Desperados game. If they win, they're in the postseason. If they lose, we're going to stream the Aviators game, and if they win, it's going to be up to the committee to decide the Aviators and the Desperados. So a lot of good stuff. And in the American side of things, it's pretty much all wrapped up and decided on. That last spot is going to be the Redwoods, where you can see they've lost 5 in a row. They were 8-2 at one point. They've lost 5 in a row. If they win, they're in the postseason. If they lose, then we are going to stream these 3 games, the Celtic Tiger game, the Shamrock game, and the Brooklyn Beats game, a 3-hour computer versus computer like we did before. And we're going to see if the committee puts one of those teams into the mix. So that's what we got coming up in the RXFL. So we're going to get things going right now in this one between the St. Louis Rhinos and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a good one in the RXFL. Again, we'll state it. What's on the line here is a victory for the Mexico City Golden Eagles. They won't have to go to the committee. The committee won't decide anything. They will automatically get the first round bye into the playoffs. They will get home field advantage for at least the divisional playoff game. No doubt about it, playoffs. They will get that home field advantage and the possibility of hosting the national championship game. Should we go purple pants or should we go white pants? What do you guys think? Should we go... Let's see. They recently brought their throwback unis out, which was kind of cool. Do they have like a gold? I don't think the Vikings never wore a gold, right? So they have that kind of gold. I think we go all white. I think we go all white just to switch it up because we've done the purple pants before. So we'll go with the white in this one. So a victory again, victory for the Mexico City Golden Eagles, and they would clinch a first round bye. They would clinch home field advantage in the divisional round and have the possibility of hosting the national championship game should there be a defeat at the hands of the Lumberjacks. A win for the Rhinos in this game, the St. Louis Rhinos. Everyone in the East will finish at 11-5, and the committee will decide based on their tiebreakers, based on the eye test, based on the computer rankings. They're going to decide who gets that spot in the first round, who goes to the wild card. It's going to be up to the committee. Who's going to be on our committee? We got to decide. We said Goodell, Paul Tagliabue. We said Vince McMahon. Maybe Oliver Luck. He was a commissioner before. Him and Vince don't see eye to eye. Who else can we put on our committee? Condoleezza Rice. She can be on our committee. What about some college football legends? Bo Schembechler. We can put him in there. Chris Peterson of Boise State. We can put them on the committee. You know, he's had his run-ins with the old BCS scenario back then. So, jump in the comments as well. We're doing our supporter shout-out here. If you subscribe, follow us during this Twitch stream, and let us know. We will shout you out live on the air here. So go ahead and make your presence be known. Make yourself known as a supporter of TB Sports 27. So follow along with us on Twitch, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. Check us out at patreon.com/TB Sports 27. I see Justin Russell joining us, as well as Mr. Maple is here as well. Thank you guys, our Patreon supporters, and we'll give our Patreon shout outs right now. A big thank you to Justin Russell, Jonathan Harrigan, K. Duckman, Mr. Maple. Thank you guys so much for being Patreon supporters. And if you want to help support the channel, patreon.com/TB Sports 27. We stream our Sunday Night Football edition of the RXFL over on Patreon with you guys. So there won't be any Patreon because there's no Sunday Night Football games here for the rest of the season for the RXFL. But we'll try to figure out a little something. Maybe we'll do like a season recap something. We'll give you guys a little something over there. But here we go, rounding things out in Mexico City. And this is a big one. Rhinos and Golden Eagles set to go toe-to-toe here. The easiest path is a victory for the Golden Eagles. They win, they get the first round bye. They're the number 2 seed. If the St. Louis Rhinos win, then we got to go to the committee. Then the committee is going to decide who gets the bid, who gets the bye. It'll be up to them. So here we go. 1st and 10. Sammy Baugh flushed out, and he's going to hit Jackson. Looking for some blocking from Ocho Cinco. And there's a 25-yard pickup here in the early going of this one. So looking good. Harold Jackson. Let me know what kind of sports you guys are going to be watching here this evening. We got the lacrosse all-star game, the PLL all-star game. We got more slam ball. I know Collision is on tonight. I don't know if I'm going to watch Collision tonight because I watched the Ring of Honor. I watched Death Before Dishonor this morning, so that's already 3 hours. And then I want to watch the G1 tomorrow, and there's also a Stardom pay-per-view. So unfortunately for Collision, it's kind of at the point with wrestling, you got to kind of pick and choose. Like, always going to watch Raw, always going to watch SmackDown, always going to watch Dynamite. I usually always watch NXT. But then after that, you kind of got to pick and choose throughout the week between Impact, Ring of Honor, Stardom, New Japan, Collision. Like, which one's going to get your attention? I did watch Impact this week, so I did watch that. It was a good show. Welcome back to Josh Alexander. So, and then, like I said, I watched Death Before Dishonor this morning. Great show there. If you guys didn't get a chance to check that one out, you guys should go check it out. The hardcore matches were wild on that match. We had the match involving the Dark Order that was crazy, and even Pac and Cesaro, they ended up getting the tables into the mix. I should say Claudio, of course. But pretty intense battle there. So do check it out. ROH, Death Before Dishonor. Support the long-time promotion, man. They've been going for a long time, Ring of Honor. So opening drive right now for St. Louis Rhinos. Not looking so hot. Slinging Sammy. He had some pressure and then just dumped it off there to Cooper Kupp.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that
3rd and inches, right up the middle to Walker, and you know we're still dealing with some injuries on the Mexico City side of things, but I think come postseason time, you see, yeah, Christian McCaffrey, that's his last week of being out of action, but you've seen Walker come into the mix here for Mexico City and still remain solid. You've also, there you see there, Herschel Walker, you see Leonard Fournette as well, who's done quite a bit of good work there. But Herschel Walker, he took a break from the campaign trail to come out here for the Golden Eagles of Mexico City.
then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Gives it to Walker again, and he gets wrapped up in the backfield.
Losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be
James Harrison, guys. Big bad James Harrison.
Prior to the game, he's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and goal.
2nd and 9 now.
Ball, boy, he fought a lot of time and he had Ocho Cinco, but they just could not get on the same page as Ocho Cinco falls out of the back of the end zone. This is one of Matt Patricia's best seasons ever as a coordinator, is it not? Sammy Baugh steps up. He's got Kittle incomplete. Kittle got drilled. Lost the football. And what's been a lengthy, promising opening drive.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively.
Golden Eagles got to settle for 3.
Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a
So a slight win, I would dare say and argue for the St. Louis Rhinos here.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So Jim Kelly steps onto the field. He's looking for his first pro football championship.
Standing 6'3".
Looking as dapper as always. 4,000 yards, which is per the normal for Jim Kelly. He was the original gunslinger back in the day. And he would love to cash in and get a pro football championship. He had 4 opportunities. Could not get it done. He's got the opportunity here in the RXFL, and Jim Kelly is going to get brought down. Fred Smoot. And those free safety sacks, you know, they're tough to come by. They come in so quick, and if nobody picks up that block, you just get caught. And we talk about, now you see not Chad Johnson, there's Megatron, Calvin Johnson. We didn't see a lot of this team, this St. Louis Rhinos squad. In fact, it was almost, I think, week 13, week 12 maybe was the first time we saw them. And they really amassed a quiet record here, and they have a chance to get a first-round bye because they started off not so well, and they've had a fantastic second half of the season. And that's where they've really made this run, and they have a chance depending on this win. And depending on how big this win is the eye test. Will the committee, if they can knock off the Golden Eagles, and that's a fantastic opening drive for the St. Louis Rhinos, do you think the eye test here in this win, will the committee put the Rhinos in as a first-round bye? Do you think the committee gives it to, if you're the committee and everyone's tied, let's assume the Rhinos win this game, who do you give it to? Do you give it to the Rhinos, who had this comeback? Do you give it to the Wolverines, who all season long could be argued was the best team of the year, 9-0, but they had a terrible second half of the year. So do you put them in as that first round bye, or the team that I think most people would argue that's been the most consistent is the Mexico City Golden Eagles? And this division has had some incredible games, the games that we've seen between Mexico City and Chicago, and of course we streamed some of the Chicago and St. Louis games. It's been a crazy division, and although it doesn't make sense that Mexico City is in the north, that's just the way the relocation worked out. Them being in this division has led to some pretty intense games between St. Louis, Chicago, and Mexico City. So not arguing with the way that it turned out. Herschel Walker, he's been getting beat up in this one by James Harrison. Harrison's been getting his hands all over him.
Now, because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
Sammy Baugh drops back, finds Kittle, and that time Kittle is able to bring that one in for the pass completion.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route.
3rd and 1, you would think, going back to Herschel Walker.
A bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness.
There's the give. Oh, and he just sneaks forward and gets the first down. That was a tight window for Walker, but they give it to him.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony.
Not only is Christian McCaffrey due back for the postseason, but he's hoping he'll have one more week of rest as well. There's the give to Walker, and he cannot turn the corner. So they have really zeroed in on Herschel Walker here quite a bit today.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 30 base.
Sammy Baugh. Oh, man, that one. Yeah, you saw that interception coming. You saw what Baugh was kind of looking for, or at least I think you can. And he was trying to get it over the head of the defender, and the play, it just kind of collapsed on him a little bit.
They come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really
How much of a momentum swing will this be? Was looking for Ocho Cinco, and you see where it's just, a little bit of that underthrow.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So we go back to the St. Louis Rhinos. And that handoff took way too long to develop.
They might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
So a 4-yard loss on a very, very long, slow developing play.
I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2, and most of the time that's not enough either.
Kelly looking for Rudolph, incomplete. Look at some more rosters. Here's your St. Louis Rhinos on defense.
And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass.
Yeah, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
Kelly. Oh, OJ's not in this game. He's in the he plays with the Dirty Birds. Well, Kelly gets sacked again. Another sack for Jim Kelly.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny.
So we've seen the best of the Rhinos. We saw the couple of good opening drive went right down the field, but then we've also seen Jim Kelly kind of have some tough moments with these Golden Eagle defenders.
set of downs. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room.
You hear the in-game commentators talking about that division title, which is on the line in this game here. Important ball game. Sammy Baugh, play fake, rolling out, and he's got it to Kittle. Kittle making up for that earlier drop.
Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
So how much time? We got time? Maybe one, maybe two more plays.
At the 36.
Oh, just one more play. Ball looking for Kittle again, and Kittle threads the needle, makes the grab, and that will indeed take us to the end of quarter number one. And what's been an interesting first quarter here from Mexico City. My goodness, guys. Golden Eagles looking for the lead here in this one.
After 7-3 the score.
Touchdown will do it. And Herschel Walker again. James Harrison has been all over Herschel Walker in this game.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
He has been all over him.
Right there, how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield. And
do they have some history?
So how are you going to combat that?
Other than just wanting to win.
Your running backs, they have to step forward.
My goodness.
Your offensive line has to block them first.
Play fake here. Sammy Baugh. George Kittle. No, incomplete.
It's incomplete.
Wow, Kittle cannot hang on to it.
6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
So 3rd and 13 here. Baugh just has to get rid of it to Ocho Cinco to try to make up something. And once again, the Golden Eagles get down the field and got to go for the field goal. They hold them. So it's a 7-6 game between the Rhinos and the Golden Eagles.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be.
We'll see if Jim Kelly and company can shake some of the battle out, the cobwebs from getting knocked around by this Mexico City defense.
And out now come the Vikings. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position back.
Dickerson jukes inside, tries to lower the shoulder.
Consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level.
That might be key, too, to kind of getting Jim Kelly, you would think, in the open field with some of these passes, is getting Dickerson going a little bit here.
In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and
haven't run the ball much with them, but they've had his number a little bit. There's Derek Thomas.
Bring up a 2nd and 13.
So 2nd and 13 here for the Rhinos. Kelly dropping back, connects with Dickerson. Hits the juke and goes out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still,
3rd and 9. There's Kelly, open man, incomplete. And we've seen a lot of that here so far in this game as well. I mean, a lot from Kittle. But there's Andre Rison, who cannot come down with it. And the Rhinos, they can't get out of first gear. They had that opening drive touchdown without a problem. And they have been stalled ever since.
Into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you
There's the give to Herschel Walker, and well, who's there again but James Harrison? They gotta run Walker to the other side of the field, I think, because every time Walker goes to the left side, James Harrison is right there. I mean, right in the man's face.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Baugh.
To his right.
Sammy Baugh, he could not get those feet to chugging and going. Jason Taylor comes in
Could not.
and gets the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks.
Both defenses here.
They just gave up another.
We've had some good outings in this one. 3rd down, Baugh, quick pass. This one out to Kittle. Kittle cannot turn up field. And it's going to be another 3 and out in this ball game. Wow. Wait, do we need a color commentator? How about we got Governor, former football commentator, Governor Jesse Ventura in the booth for a team that looks like Minnesota, but it's the St. Louis Rhinos. Governor, what are your thoughts on this ball game? Well, you know, the defense coming in here, and the defense is just so good. It's like smash mouth football. It's like smash mouth football, Jim Ross. You know, are you Jim Ross? I think you are. But they can't get the running game going. Jim Kelly, look at him. He's got the grass stains on him here in Mexico City, brother. And that sounds more like Hulk Hogan. What you gonna do, brother? As the Mexico City Golden Eagles defense runs wild on you. What you gonna do? Thank you, Governor. All right. So 2nd and 10 here. And Kelly is able to get that one out there to Megatron, who reels it in. So that'll at least get a little bit of, momentum going here. And Dickerson wrapped up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about
2nd down and 9. Kelly, tried to get rid of it, and he takes another sack. Derek Thomas.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the back.
Untouched.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop.
How do you let that happen? How do you let Derek Thomas go untouched like that?
When he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Kelly.
They're looking like this is like Super Bowl 19 out here. Going deep to Andre Rison. They just could not get this offense moving.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on.
Score remains 7-6, just 1 touchdown in the ball game so far.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20.
Oh, that was a really early spin.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes his offense, led by George Kittle. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not going to reach 1,000, but still pretty good year.
I think you're right. It's a pretty good year for him, but let's face it, every receiver's dream is to have a game like Julio Jones had against the Carolina Panthers. It's 300 yards on the nose, and it didn't matter what coverage they sent his way. He solved it each and every time.
Oh, I was gonna say. He got away from James Harrison. Finally, Harrison comes all the way across the field and still gets his hands on Herschel Walker. Unbelievable.
Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those.
I mean, every time Walker's touched the ball, finally, not on that play, but my goodness.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Coming up on the 2-minute warning here, and it's still anyone's game. Sammy Baugh does get that in there to Harold Jackson. And we'll see if the Golden Eagles elect to run another play, or do they let this go to the half? I think they are going to try to get one more play.
Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
Right up the middle, and Walker gets stuffed again. The running game of Herschel Walker.
In the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He has been stuck. He has been stuck in the starting position with no hope. No hope of getting going here. Oh my God.
Looking to throw on second down.
And that one goes incomplete. A thread of the needle opportunity that fell short.
And it'll bring up third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the
Big
back.
3rd and 11 here.
They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it.
Sammy
Front and back, working
finds an open man.
way to play good defense.
Herschel Walker makes the leaping grab.
What a catch. Give him 30 yards there.
That's big for Herschel Walker there.
Down to them or maybe dump off passes.
Mexico City again in field goal range. Nothing new for him.
They're turning it into a really nice game.
Sammy Baugh is just like, you know, I'm just going to run it. Oh, my goodness. He almost got taken down there.
Escape and scramble, a first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Baugh on the move. Look at how cluttered it is in the back of the end zone there. Finally gives it to Cooper Kupp.
And he'll be brought down here at the
Time is ticking away, and the Rhinos take a timeout. They want to try to get this ball back.
The stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So
Looks like the big heavies are going to collide on this particular play here.
they'll try to run this one in.
And no, they say he didn't make it.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds.
Referees did not give it to him. Very close. Again, big collision here. We got Fournette stepping in now. And Fournette's going to take it this time, and he caps it off.
He is into the end zone.
Very first touchdown of the game
Leonard Fournette
for Mexico City.
touchdown on the season, and his guys are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
There you go.
I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra
If I bring up pictures, are you guys able to see them here? Let me see. Because I know the PS4 like kind of locks it out. I'm curious if I bring up a picture. It says only audio is being broadcast. Can you guys see that picture? Wonder if there's a way in the settings to make it. Yeah, they block out everything. Okay. One of the downsides. Let's say I bought some RAM. If you missed the last stream, I bought some RAM. I'm going to try to install it. I'm able to at least stream from OBS, but it's so. If you guys saw my baseball stream, I wasn't really happy with how it turned out because it was really jittery. So I'm hoping to avoid that or get something fixed up with that where it won't be so jittery. But that's why I bought the RAM, so we'll see. We will see if that helps. And we'll try to stream again tomorrow with you guys and see if any of that helps out with the jittery and the shakes there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute.
I know some people mentioned you can do like the screen share or whatever. You can like do that and then in OBS pick it. Oh my goodness, and Kelly gets brought down again. So they're going to have to use that final timeout. That's kind of rough.
36 ticks to go in half number one. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Kelly again will get sacked, and Mexico City will now take a timeout. Look at we got a chess match. We got ourselves a chess match going on here.
Second mark of this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now.
It's 3rd and 26, so I mean, you're almost got to just play defense because you don't want to throw it. So Mexico City will take the ball back, 1 timeout, and see if they can't just get some extra points. They have really put the Rhinos in a world of hurt here, and if the committee's watching, if the Rhinos are able to get the win, unless it's some kind of crazy second half, I'm not sure if the Rhinos have done enough to warrant the number 1 spot. I think it really would have to go between Mexico City and Chicago. What do you guys think? What do you guys think the committee will do? Just like college football, we have the committee. The committee is going to give them the eye test and pick, since we don't know Madden's tiebreakers. Sammy Baugh. He got hit. He got rid of it, though. Ocho Cinco, and it's intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And that will be the second interception, and that will wind up the first half of this ball game. My goodness, guys.
That's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
All right, if you're watching on YouTube, as always, we're going to say goodbye to you at this point, but do come back tomorrow. The second half is going to be a good one. If you enjoyed this first half and want to see more action, whether it's wrestling, football, baseball, whatever, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, hit the thumbs up. Follow along with us if you're watching on Twitch as well, and do consider supporting a small streamer such as myself. Patreon.com/TBSports27. We just bought some new RAM. So we spent a lot of money. Help us. Help us upgrade. You guys we want some better equipment, 1080. Let's get it done. Patreon.com/TBSports27. Help us bring AEW Fight Forever to the channel as well. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning.
Welcome back, and it is time for the second half in this battle, the National South Division, to be decided here this evening. Mexico City with a 6-point lead. If the Golden Eagles win this game, then they will clinch the National South Division. They will get a first-round bye, and they will get the divisional game at home. If they lose, it will then be a 3-way tie for first place between Mexico City, the St. Louis Rhinos, you guys see right here in purple, and the Chicago Wolverines. And then our 10-person committee will decide who gets the top seed, who gets the wild card spot. So, committee decision with a Rhinos victory, a first-round bye, and a home playoff game with a Mexico City victory. Playoffs. So thanks for joining us once again, TB Sports 27, whether you're joining us live on Twitch or whether you're watching on demand on YouTube. Either way, we're glad you're here. If you don't mind, hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up on YouTube, and follow along with us on Twitch. We could really use your help and your support. This could be a make it or break it year for us as far as the continuation or the success of the channel. We want to keep doing this for a long time, but time restraints and having to balance that around a full-time gig. So any little bit that you guys can do to support, whether it's just be a thumbs up or a subscribe, that helps in such a big way. It helps us get to those different affiliation statuses and can help us get to a full-time position with this where we can stream a lot more with you guys. In the meantime, patreon.com/TBSports27 is also the place to be if you guys want to help support the channel as well. We upload a lot of awesome bonus content, and let's do a little quick shout out and thank you to our Patreon supporters: Justin Russell, Mr. Maple, Jonathan Harrigan, and Kay Duckman. Thank you guys so much for being a longtime supporter of TB Sports 27 and help keep this channel going each and every day. This is one of the more impressive drives for the St. Louis Rhinos. in quite some time. They have been stalled out, but Eric Dickerson, who's kind of the workhorse of this team, he's going to come down clutching that arm. So we got to go to the backup. Let's see. I'm not even sure who we got as the backup. Let's look. Let's look together here. Who is your backup here with the St. Louis Rhinos? It is Thurman Thomas. So, I mean, you can't go. You talk about Super Bowl Buffalo Bills. Thurman Thomas coming in here. He's also trying to win a pro football championship like Jim Kelly is. So Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly, a little Buffalo reunion right here. And there is Thurman Thomas. Welcome to the RXFL. Huge run for Thurman Thomas.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Dislocated wrist. So we're going to have to see as the postseason comes up, how much is that going to take Earl Thomas, or Eric Dickerson, I should say. How'd I get Earl Thomas? I don't know. Eric Dickerson. How much action is he going to miss? But meanwhile, Thurman Thomas has had no trouble his first two runs, and I dare say he's done a lot better than Dickerson's done so far in this game. Touchdown, Thurman Thomas.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch.
Field goal is good. Garo Yepremian, who was part of the championship team last year, the Eclipse, out there at Atlantic City. And Yepremian kicked that game-winning field goal that sent the Eclipse to the postseason. Or sent them into the championship game. They were in the postseason. Check out, if you guys want to see the precursor, the prequel to the RXFL, check out in the playlist, All Pro Football 2K8, the lost season, as we did season 5 of the Revolution League, and that's kind of the, like we said, the precursor to this league here. You guys can check that out and see how the RXFL was born through there.
Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting
second down 15 following that quarterback sack for Mexico City. Sammy going down the field again. Ocho Cinco made the grab. Shoved out of bounds, though. Wow.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Draw play on 3rd and 15 to Herschel Walker. And they just kind of live to fight for another day, if you would, with that play call. And just take a moment as well to look at some of the standings at the bottom of your screen to know some of the big games coming up. Columbus and Memphis, we will stream with you. If Dallas loses their game, we're going to stream the Dallas game first. And if Dallas loses, then we will stream the Columbus game. If the Redwoods lose, Sacramento, then we're going to stream the New York game. We're going to stream a lot of games if Sacramento loses, because it is really going to be up to the committee at that point.
Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball,
second down and 9.
Three things can happen.
That was one of the worst runs so far for Thurman Thomas. And Kelly on the run. Odell Beckham, normally shorthanded. And Jim Kelly, and you can see that's kind of how dominant that Mexico City has been so far, is Jim Kelly's only had the opportunity to throw the ball 9 times. I mean, they've really kept him in control here.
Play action, it's Kelly. He's going to air one out.
Incomplete. Wow. Once again, Golden Eagle defense.
And that play was what every defense is wary of.
How about them? I mean, what more can you say?
Excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far.
So they will punt this one away.
This is taken at the 18.
Ocho Cinco.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
Here we go. Here we go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Silver.
Sammy Baugh, quick pass. There we go to Ocho Cinco.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Ball.
Sammy Baugh, the dump off to Cooper Kupp, and he gets driven out of bounds.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver.
This is going to be quite the ending in this game. I mean, these guys, they're going all out. There's the give. Herschel Walker, first down.
Guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards, good enough.
Herschel Walker has not been able to contribute much in this ball game so far, but that was a big first down. Sammy Baugh got someone breathing down his neck, and he gets rid of it to Cooper Kupp. And it's a first down, and Cooper Kupp comes up injured. So this is for two teams that have already qualified for the postseason but still have a lot to play for. Boy, Eric Dickerson goes down now. Cooper Kupp goes down. You can ill afford to lose these guys going into the playoffs here.
From the 34 now, here's first.
This could be bad. This could be bad news right now for both the Golden Eagles and the Rhinos. Herschel Walker.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be
And he get a broken collarbone. That is going to knock Cooper Kupp out without question for the remainder of the postseason. Oh my God, that is a blow. That is a huge blow right there. Wow. Sammy Baugh. It is caught by Ocho Cinco.
on the left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress out.
They're getting the news. I mean, a quick diagnosis, but yeah, they're reeling from that one. They're down Cooper Kupp. They're down Christian McCaffrey right now. Luckily, this is the Legends League, so they got plenty to pick from. They're not hurting for talent, but boy, you get your starter out. All of a sudden, the whole dynamic of your offense changes a bit here. And you see Joey Galloway coming in. First time and probably in relief there of Cooper Kupp.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on
Leonard Fournette and cannot get the first down. And the Golden Eagles once again are going to get down the field and they're going to stall. They should have a huge lead right now. They've had to settle for field goals. Give me a sec real quick. I know you probably hate it. I'm going to try to change a setting here to see if I can't fix the stream. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. Okay. So I believe with this setting now, maybe the stream will look
The lead changes hands
a little
here
better
in this third
for you
quarter.
guys. I think. It looks a lot worse on my screen. I'm just fighting with the stream quality, you know. It goes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look as bright.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what
All
you're
right.
looking for out of your field leader. Making sure
St. Louis Rhinos.
well and not making
What are they going to do in this
mistakes.
one?
Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs.
Play fake.
No interception so
Kelly.
far. They'll like that.
Deep. He's got Odell. Oh, it's incomplete.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Oh my goodness, he had Odell.
Continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man.
Thurman Thomas has come in a big way of relief for Eric Dickerson.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack.
I mean, we're going back and forth, and as we approach the fourth quarter, guys, it's going to be pretty big business here. Kelly, Swag Kelly, there he gets it to Megatron.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Does the PS5 stream any better as far as capture card go? Don't know. But like I said, we're doing the best. We're doing the best possible. We're buying the new RAM. Maybe I'll find some computer and throw it up on something. Maybe someone will Amazon wish list it to me. Jim Kelly, he got it to Andre Rison, first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play.
Kelly, end zone.
He's got his man.
Touchdown, Rhinos.
Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
The St. Louis Rhinos have the lead.
And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
And we will see now as the possession will go back to Mexico City. What a game.
He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff.
Division title on the line.
This one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play, because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring.
Sammy Baugh
See if they can do better now.
gets taken down. He gets sacked.
He goes down.
Good job.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They've gotten a couple of shots on Sammy Baugh in this game, have they not?
To be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long.
Pressure coming again, and Baugh just has to get rid of it to Jackson. And this offense, they're stalling a little bit here. What happens if they give an extra possession now to the Rhinos? And he got lit up. Ball comes loose. The referees say it's incomplete. And it's a 3 and out, and a huge 3 and out for the Rhinos, and now an opportunity for the Rhinos to maybe put this game on ice and get that number 2 seed, depending on the committee.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably.
The cushion might be coming right here, folks.
Things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not.
There's the give to Thurman Thomas.
It's Thomas. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Kelly.
Kelly out to Thomas. It's the spin.
They work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of
Thurman Thomas determined to make people say, hey, he wants Kelly. They're having Bills flashbacks right now, are they not?
That's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
They want that championship that Buffalo couldn't get. They want to bring it to St. Louis. St. Louis has had their taste of titles, but they lost their team. And they went through their XFL team going 7-3 and missing the postseason.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not
Gives it to Thomas up the middle.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first.
Trying to drain time off the clock as well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Kelly, quick pass, pressure coming, got it to Megatron, and now it goes from they're taking time off the clock to
this drive, it's been a good mix.
Looking like they could maybe clinch this division title with the win. And what a final week it would be. Wide open, incomplete. Hooper drops it. Because for this scenario, it had to be a Wolverine win, a Rhino win, and this Golden Eagle loss. And we have all those things happening right now, do we not? Kelly. Oh my goodness, that was nearly picked off.
They were looking for Johnson that time.
Oh my goodness.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying
Kelly hit, and he gets it to Odell. 1st down.
3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They're able to convert on 3rd down.
Only 2 catches, but they've been 2 big ones for Odell, and even more importantly, for the St. Louis Rhinos. They got more time coming off the clock here. Thurman Thomas kind of gets stuck behind some of his men. He goes down.
Pick up a 3. And
But time continues to tick away on this one. Division title. Kelly to Hooper. Hooper's had a couple of moments, a couple of not so good moments today. So that will stop the clock, which that helps out Mexico City here. 3rd and goal. We've seen a lot of goal line stands in this game. Jim Kelly, incomplete. So they go for a field goal here. It makes it an 8-point game. Garo Yepremian. Not a problem.
You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the
So it's an 8-point game.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game. Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to
it comes down to this, guys.
they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So here is the home side to take over on offense, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up.
How aggressive do they get? How conservative do they get here?
How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
They're going to go pretty aggressive. Down the field to Harold Jackson. It's good. And they got to go quick here. Because if they don't make this, if they miss the 2-point conversion, they want to have another chance at it. Draw play to Herschel Walker. And there's going to be one of Herschel Walker's best moments of the game.
Inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
This game has lived up to all the hype so far. I mean, number 4, number 6, Sammy Baugh's got Galloway, who comes in for an injured Cooper Kupp. It's a big touchdown, a quick touchdown for the Mexico City Golden Eagles. And now they don't even have to go for the onside kick. Whether they make the 2-point conversion or they don't, they got plenty of time. This is the RXFL. Sammy Baugh, incomplete. So the 2-point conversion is no good. 3 minutes, they'll kick it deep. And they'll try to play some defense here, folks.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
For St. Louis.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
You got Thurman Thomas. Do you ride him to victory? Do you play aggressive?
Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Well, there's
4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up.
there was Thurman Thomas. He got met by Derek Thomas.
Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Back to Thurman. Oh, a big opening. A collapse of epic proportions. Thurman Thomas, he tried to go down. They pushed him into the end zone. 72-yard run by Thurman Thomas. And that's going to make it a 9-point game with the extra point here. So it's 2 possessions for Mexico City.
Big time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8.
It's going to take a Herculean effort now to come back. If you're the Golden Eagles.
He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, They've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? You think that's what went down? I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner, and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head, there's that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening.
On 1st and 10.
They're going to go with the screen here.
It's complete.
Herschel gets a couple.
First down, 11 yards on that pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate
Clock
that
does stop here. 2:14. 2-possession game for the Golden Eagles.
He's achieved that in this performance.
Ball. It's intercepted for the 3rd time. Marcus Trufant. Now they can stop the clock a couple of times here. But Sammy Baugh did not have the best game in the world. And with that, it's looking like it's going to go to the committee. Boy, oh boy, if you're the Mexico City Golden Eagles, how sick does this make you, knowing that you win and you're the number 2 seed, and now with this loss, it goes to the committee. Now, it all could be for naught. The committee could still say that they were impressed all year long with Mexico City, as I think between the 3 teams, they've been the most consistent of the 3, considering the losing streaks that both St. Louis and Chicago had, but it's going to come down to committee choice. The committee's going to decide the 3-way tie, who gets the championship, who gets the North. They're going to vote on it. You're going to get your answers at the end of the Week 17 recap. As Thurman Thomas, I mean, you can never replace the great Eric Dickerson, but Thurman Thomas came in today, and Mexico City had no response for Thurman Thomas. And if you're a Bills fan from the 90s, does it make you smile here? Are you going to get to see Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly hoist the Pro Football Championship? Well, it might not be in Buffalo. It might make you smile. Andre Reed got to do it with the Huntington Beach Killer Whales, and it's, you know, with our league, our Legends leagues. Oh no, Thurman Thomas is now injured. Boy, we were just hyping up. Oh my God. He looks to be okay. We'll see, but I mean, yeah, we saw Thurman that stopped the clock as well, by the way, that injury. We saw Andre Reed get his 2 titles, Pro Football with Huntington Beach, as well as Warren Moon, Barry Sanders. I mean, that whole Killer Whales team was full of guys, like all-star guys that just didn't, only a bruised shoulder, so he'll be okay. But, I mean, it was Thurman Thomas, Warren Moon, Barry Sanders that finally got their Pro Football championships. Now, you got Thurman Thomas and Jim Kelly, who are looking for their opportunity. Oh, what is Ocho Cinco doing? That was all computer, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there. That was all the computers doing. Oh my God! What a time for a bonehead move. Oh my goodness! So they got one more chance. They're still in it, but it ain't looking good.
Them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be
308 for Sammy Baugh, but the interceptions hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ball.
That one brought in by Jackson, and he goes out of bounds.
After getting this across the 15, it's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out.
It's good to get that completion, but there's a whole lot of green in front of them. Sammy Baugh gets sacked by Trufant. Oh, I think I called him Marcus Trufant before. Desmond Trufant. My goodness. I didn't see the D up there. I just saw the Trufant. So they got to hurry back to the line. And Sammy Baugh, he's got one-on-one, and he's going to try for Joey Galloway. It's tipped up and it's incomplete. Yeah, I think it's pretty academic. I hate to say at this point. Well, I hate to say, but if you're a Golden Eagle fan, if you're a Rhinos fan, you're loving this outcome.
They've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Tipped up. Yep, there's the interception.
Should do it. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Game over, guys. That is going to do it. Congratulations to the St. Louis Rhinos, who come into Mexico City, get the win. A complete season turnaround for the St. Louis Rhinos. They will go to 11-5. The Chicago Wolverines are 11-5. The Mexico City Golden Eagles are 11-5. And it's going to come down to the committee. The committee's going to vote. They're going to decide. And they're going to pick who wins the North. Just like old school college football, they would vote on the national championship. The committee's going to vote. They're going to put it through the computer. And they're going to decide who wins the national North, who gets that top seed. My goodness. So the next time we stream with you guys, we got Dallas to do, possibly Columbus. We got Sacramento. There's a lot still to go. Week 17 RXFL. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, if you liked what you see, thumbs up, subscribe on YouTube, follow along on Twitch. Join us live on Twitch, will ya? And check us out at patreon.com/TBSports27. Thank you to all the supporters who support us up to this point. We can't thank you guys enough. We appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to see you guys next time.